the last minute details are good to go, and we will go ahead and see what we got here. Okay, so my color is white in this case with 15 plus 20 on 6 by 6. Okay, shall we begin then? Start them right there. I do like that opening though, because that does give me a lot of versatility. Then I'll need a little bit of extra time. Honestly, I'm just going to try and play a little bit blitzy here and see what happens this time. Because last time it did not end well for me. Thankfully, he's taken some time to think about this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and continue on. Just play out the typical tactician strategy here. I'm going to try and gain at least a couple of minutes on him real quick, because I'm going to need that time to think in late game. If he goes e3, I immediately go d4. Okay, that is also a possibility. So, what do we do to this? 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 We immediately hit vertical, and let's save the capstone for a couple of turns to see what we get. Okay, so we have e4, we have c2. Capstone, we're going to have to wait for a couple of turns to play. I don't exactly like that option, but then again, that is probably going to be my best bet. Okay, so we're going to have to reinforce that, we're going to have to reinforce that, we're going to have to reinforce that. So let's go ahead and start making a run for it. He's probably not going to start capturing quite yet, so we're going to give him a few turns on that and see what we can get. I need the flexibility now. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to nail him down, and to get 18 plies is going to be basically impossible, so I'm pretty sure I've already lost this, but hey. Yep. Can't exactly let him have that. He's probably going to do that, and then we're probably going to do that, and then yes, 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 yes. Okay, if I do that, then he can immediately play there, and I'm in trouble, which will immediately wipe out my entire threat. So what do I do? What do we do? What do we do? We can play there as reinforcement strategy. We can play there, and then he's going to immediately have a attack threat over there. So I need to get that blasted capstone down. He's probably going to play right there, and I can play capstone right here. Well, that would be stupid, but I could. I think I've captured too early, though. Yep. He's probably going to play right there. More than likely right here because it has better opportunities. Because I have one threat that goes right through here. I'm going to have to play risky here. Because he can be greedy and play b5 immediately. Then I have a couple of extra seconds to think because of earlier moves. I have a feeling that I'm going to look back at this, call myself a moron, which is probably absolutely fair, to be honest. Let's see here. So I have 6 pieces, basically, to do this. Question is, does he balk? That he does. Good. Okay, let's start running him for it. If he does that, cap goes immediately on there, which gives me the most flexibility. Okay, so wall can hit that and that. Figured. Okay. Oh, sorry. A little bit loud. Need to play fairly quick here. So he goes there. Not an issue. He goes there. Issue, because hop hop. And then that immediately reveals the squares under there. Potentially. Yes. Okay. Notably thought of. Down, because that can reveal those 2 squares, which is going to be bad. Very, 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 very bad. So I do that, and he immediately counters. I do that, he immediately counters. I do that, he immediately counters. So d5 is an option, which makes an immediate attack threat, which he counters with that. So he can't exactly do it. Now let's think for a second here. I've managed to gain enough time on him. So this goes over here if I play there, and then if I happen to place there, then it's the same issue. If I have to place my cap right there, well, that doesn't do me much good because he immediately captures over there, and well, you can see where this goes. So question is, do I be bold now, or do I hope that it pays off later? You know, let's just play it out, see what happens. Worst case, I lose, which is probably going to happen anyway, so let's just go for it. If I'm lucky, he does something silly like that. Then can immediately play white down there. Now, what else can we do? Managed to nix him a little bit on time. I doubt I'm going to get much else out of him. He could put the capstone up there. Okay, so we anticipated this. What do we do about it, though? Because then he's basically 2 moves away. The problem is, I am not 2 moves away. play there, and I've immediately yielded all possible authority. I play a flat there, and I stand the chance of him double capturing that, and I'm screwed. Yeah, I'm going to need to think about this. I do that, though, and what happens? He can't take both of them, so he can't have a double stack there. He takes that, though. Greedy? Yes. Supremely so. I have 1 point of contact, though, so this is going to be bad. Either way, I've lost the game in about 4 or 5 more plies. I think 4, so I'm going to have to risk it. Is this going to make it an early game? Yes, but I don't have a choice. Because he can't take that black piece with him, which is going to be my salvation here. Then I can play there, then I can play there, then I can play there. So we have a couple of options here. Thankfully, though, he doesn't have a one-shot. So I'm basically be flirting with Tenue here for a couple of turns, and I'm probably going to miss, but I'd say it's worth it to think about. Okay. That, unfortunately, was one of the expected moves. I do that, and I have a couple of points of attrition. Think. Okay, so we have that. Because he immediately wins if he does this. And I have about 3 more plies of his before I lose. So we're going to have to be bold and hope for the best here. Which, yes, bold is often analogous for stupid, but hey. So he's probably going to put the cap up there. If he does that, I'm going to immediately put the cap down under it. Actually, I'm surprised I'm 13 turns in and I haven't put it down, so I'm probably going to regret that. But anyways. Okay, so I have 3 black plies to win. If he does that, I immediately put the cap down. If he does that, he can't quite get me. Well, either one of those loses. The cap over doesn't quite get it. That over does that, so I don't have an immediate attack threat anymore. But I can also put the capstone down there and obliterate his entire threat. So I have him in a slightly interesting position, but not for long. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm +3 on flats for now. Okay, so we thought so. So what do we do in response to this? He can't win immediately. which I'm going to have to taunt him on that a few times and hope for the best. If he moves that entire wall over, though, I'm going to get some pieces out of him. Okay, so I place there, he places there. Or there. Or there. Okay, what do I have as far as alternate momentum? Have a potential throw right there. I also have that. I also have that. So I still have 3 plies, and I have to attempt him not to use those. It's not a bad position, but it's not a great position either. If I capture over, then he can put a wall there, but I can also blow his stack over there, which is going to incite him to do things. So, well... I capture that? No. No. He also has a vertical threat right there, so I'm going to have to be careful of that dang thing. Three plies. If I can distract him for one more, I might have something on him. Figured. Question is, what do we do about this? Answer is, not much you can do. So now he has 2 plies until victory. What can I do to distract him for at least one of those? Gives me potential for vertical threats, but not a very good one. Sheesh. I place and I lose, though. Then he just does that. Then I just do that. Well, if I can manage to distract him for a couple of turns, that'd be nifty. I substantially prefer my strong cap, though. Well, silly me for playing so little flats first game. He's probably going to play a2, and then I can immediately capture onto that. Either that or I can move it back. I almost like moving it back better, just because that puts it immediately out of his range. Okay, so he's back to that, and I think that he wins in one ply. So, well, it's been fun, but I definitely haven't put up a good fight here. Then he plays there. Thankfully, that means I can get to this stack. I think I've lost as far as that goes, but dang if I'm going to let this game go that easily. Dang it, you. Well, he's already won on that, so good game to Sultan on that one, but let's see if there's something we can do in the meantime. That over, I can put a couple of pieces of heat on him there. That won't do me much good. I do that, though, and I don't have the ability to... Well, so much for Blitz game. I play on the wall and it doesn't do me any good whatsoever. Oh, this isn't good. Stupid it is. We knew that was coming. Well, that doesn't do you any good either. There's no way he's gonna let me get away with that, but hey, why not? Thought so. Now, do we continue taunting him? Because this won't end well. Well, I don't particularly like most of these solutions then, because he can immediately throw that wall there, which does bad things. Yeah, he's probably going to do some variation of D1 plus, I'd bet. Which is going to immediately allow him to have this 2 row right here, which I don't particularly like, but honestly, options aren't exactly abundant, shall we say. Well, if I'm lucky, he doesn't. He just blatantly misses it. But hey, stranger things. Yep. Well, so much for the flat laid. Yep. Now the question is, do I taunt him with that? I don't think it'd be a very good idea, but I could. Yeah, time's gonna be a pain. Well, that will probably conclude this one, and it looks like we have another case of 12-0, so I am going to have to practice that a lot more to face people like him. Anyway, we will go ahead and cut this stream here in a second.